So in this video, we got to talk about something really difficult, just like the last video. What if you're having an affair? What if you're currently having an affair, or what if you've had an affair historically and your wife has found out about it? Oftentimes, the disclosure of an affair that's the catalyst for this whole Get Her Back program, because understandably, if an affair gets found out, your wife is naturally going to pull away. So in this video, we're going to talk about, what are some of the things that you need to think about? What are some of the ways that you're going to interact with your wife right now if you've had an affair or if you're having an affair? But before we jump into that stuff, I just want to make a couple points kind of clear and make sure that we're on the same page together. So this program is designed for guys that genuinely want to recover their marriage. If you're currently having an active affair, I'm going to assume that you have some ambivalence about recovering your marriage, because you have a relationship with another woman and you have a wife, and you might be in this kind of like very difficult no man's land of, do I want the marriage to work? Do I want to save the marriage? Or do I want to pursue this new relationship with another person? So if you're currently in a relationship with another person and you're also married, Joe and I want to invite you into a conversation on how to walk out of that infidelity scenario and how to reclaim the marriage with your wife. Obviously, you can't reclaim the marriage with your wife if there's an active affair going on. Joe and I have a great specialty on helping guys unravel the affair so you can ultimately reclaim and restore your family.
We have seen disclosure being the moment when the marriage is finally awakening to a healthy side or a healthy version of itself. But it begins with the disclosure. So let's say you're having an affair and your wife knows about it. This is the time where we want you to be completely honest and transparent about it. We've seen too many men manage their words, manage their details when it comes to an affair, only to later, in months or weeks later, the actual truth comes out and more things are being revealed, and the woman feels we're done. And so we really encourage you in this moment to ask her, what questions do you have? I'll answer it. To just come out with complete openness of, this is what happened, this is who it's with, this is the why behind it, and I am sorry, and be on your knees emotionally, and I'm telling you, even literally physically to her, so she knows that you are genuine about what happened and genuine about where this needs to go. And so we want that. A lot of men, they get discouraged by this mentally, or even their self-talk says, no, I don't want to hurt her even more, or I don't want to say things that might hurt me long term. And we're telling you right now that that is a lie. That's a distortion of your thought. That's a distortion of what your belief system should be around. And this is where we go back to, we encourage that you do not walk this alone. This is where we are here to help you out. This is why we have this coaching program, is to take the success from our practices and to bring you into a better light by learning from other men's problems or other men's mistakes on how they did not unravel this correctly, how they did not disclose things correctly. And we want to take you to that place where this could be done correctly, patiently, and attacking with her as part of the solution.
Guys, this is a giant fork in the road right now. There's a sharp left turn or a sharp right turn. This is your disclosure moment. If you have had an affair, you have lost the right, you've lost the privilege to privacy. You have to be open book, open kimono. There is nothing off limits. Your wife can ask you any question, and you have a responsibility and an obligation to answer anything about the affair that she wants to talk about. This is how trust is restored in a relationship. If you try to dance around it or shield her because you think, well, I don't want her to know this certain information because it's really going to hurt her, that is going in the wrong direction. If she asks you a question, you got to answer the question honestly. This is your disclosure moment. You got to go full boat, complete disclosure on everything she wants to know about the affair, because that's how you're going to restore and build trust. And guys, we hate doing this. We hate this because you love your wife and you don't want to hurt her. And you know that when you reveal all this information about the realities of what happened, it is going to crush her. And the truth is, it is going to crush her. But what is going to crush her more is if you hide information from her that she finds out later down the road that you weren't honest, you are going to sever any opportunities of being successful in winning the relationship back.
This is going to be an emotional stab. But we know there's a way to stab to kill and stab to heal. And men walk through this moment where it ends up being a stab to kill that murders the marriage. And we know, and we would love to help you walk through this where this is a stab to heal moment. And it can be. And if you're lost on it, you're not sure what to do with it, anxiety is rising up. And we go back to the very first video, which is, this is a challenge. And you might not like what you're hearing. I want to lean away. We want you to lean in, but I don't know how. How am I going to land this plane? I don't know what's going to happen. There's so much turbulence. We are here to co-captain you, to help you make sure that this plane lands well, and to make sure that we go from loss to leader in this marriage, that you have an opportunity to actually get that intimacy back that's needed so badly.